So when we talk about link states, we're talking about taking over this A tag and stylizing it, just like we would with an article or an image or a header, whatever we want to do, but stylizing that A tag. And we're going to practice here with our Google link. So I'm going to go to my style sheet here and we're going to just call upon the A tag. So when we call upon the A tag, we're going to type in A and then our open curly brackets. We're then going to go ahead and start stylizing that tag so that we can actually see what's happening and how we can make it look. So the first thing we have is just color. So let's set the color to I don't know, red, for instance. You can see that you can just completely overtake the entire A tag and make it red. Now, what's important about this is that you've just adjusted all four states at the same time. So you've made it red when you're not visiting it. When you haven't visited it, it's just a link. You're making it red when you're hovering on it. You're making it red when you visited it and when it's active. If you wanted to adjust each individually, you have to talk about the different states. So not only do you have the A tag, but now we're going to introduce where we talk about states of that A tag, and we use a colon to do that. So we're going to do A colon and then link. And you're going to see that A colon link has a color of red, and still it's overridden all the other ones. So if I hover over it, it's still red. But let's try seeing if we can adjust it now to A colon hover, open parentheses of color, and let's make it blue when we hover on it. So we're specifying these states by using a colon and then specifying the link, the hover, and then you have an active state. That's when you click on it. And then you have a visited state, and that's when you've already been to the page before. So now, if I go up here, I'm going to go ahead and click up in my area to refresh it. If you need to, you can always go to your source code and just type a quick space somewhere and refresh it down here in your properties panel. But now you can see that right now it's red, but when I hover over it, it turns blue because I've suggested that, or I've told the computer that when it's in the hover state, it turns blue. And then I can go ahead and adjust it each time. So let's do a active, and let's make the color green so we can see it. And then let's set the last one of a visited, and let's make the color be black. Okay, so now I'm going to save this, and actually I'm going to go save all, file save all, and I'm going to go test this in my browser so that way I can actually see what it's doing. So I'm going to go to my file explorer, find my notes website folder, and open up my index in Google Chrome. So when I do that, I can then see what this is going to look like on my website. So here it's red when I haven't clicked on it before and it's just a link. It's blue when I hover on it. It's green when I click and hold, which is the active version of it. It's then going to take me to yahoo.com. And now I'm going to go back and hit the back arrow, and I'm going to refresh it. And actually, it looks like it's not activating that I visited it. So let me go double check my code. I had to transfer some code over. Maybe I should type the whole address here and try this again. I had to transfer over some stuff from my work computer to my home computer. All right, so click and hold, let go to Yahoo, let it load all the way through. And then when I go back, the hope is that it's black instead of being red or blue at that time. But of course, now I have to wait for YouTube to load. All right, so let's go back. And now if I hit the back arrow, it is now black. So that's the 4 different states: the link, the hover, the active, and the visited. Now the question is, what else can we do with it? Well, you can do anything with it. You can add padding around it. You could make it have no underline, italicized, bold, background colors, all these different things. You could essentially make almost a button instead of using an image, just like we saw on all those websites previously. That's a clickable button that you can then stylize the way that it looks. So that's what a link is. Now we're going to talk about how do we create a set of links that all have the same style and all have the same state styles.